because I'm not looking on Facebook. I can just see you.
Okay, brilliant. And just last time to check, I am big on the screen, right?
I'm okay with it instead of the gallery view because remember I have to leave early.
Okay, I'm putting it, now it's a speaker view.
Which camera should we talk into?
It's that one. Okay, I think this works, guys.
That's good. That's
picking up audio, so I'm just bringing Walt up to speed on what we've done here, this crazy setup, so that we can have a Zoom class, all participants right here on the Zoom class. And then we also are streaming live so that everybody can have more peace of mind, connection, and movement this afternoon through yoga. Walt here is a performance coach, and he's going to take me through a little 5-minute warm-up that reboots your back after sitting all day, and it's also for athletes. So our theme is corporate athletes today. Exactly.
Get rid of the tech now.
Get rid of that. So we'll just get started. Okay, so what do I got to do to start? Oh, 1 second, actually. I'm going to start with actually recentering, because we always start with that. So let's just go of our day for a minute. So just starting on our mat in any comfortable seated position for yourself today. And closing the eyes. Letting the day melt away. Letting anything you have to do that's on your mind, letting that go. Any rushing you had to do to get here, letting that go now. And focusing on the breath. As we settle into our bodies, letting you know that we'll be here no later than till 5 o'clock. So settle into your practice, knowing we'll be done in time. Just a few more breaths here, settling in. Maybe setting an intention for this practice. Mine is joy and manifestation for myself and all of you, and Walt. Good, opening the eyes now. We're going to begin our reboot, our back reboot warm-up.
First thing. Step one is to reboot the breathing. So we're going to use something called crocodile breathing. We're just going to check the breathing first. So one hand on the stomach, one hand on the chest. Breathe in through your nose, fill the belly, fill the chest, and let it go. Big in the belly, big in the chest, let it go. Once that pattern is open and clicking, and sometimes that actually can be disrupted from our day and our postures.
So am I inhaling through my nose and exhaling through my nose?
In through the nose, out through the mouth. If your
Did you hear that, guys? In through the nose, out through the mouth.
Yeah, if your sinus is plugged up, allergies or whatever, you can go in the mouth, out the mouth, but ideally in the nose with more air. Okay, once you can breathe in, fill up your diaphragm like a balloon, in the belly, in the chest, let it out easy. Flip over on your stomach, use your fist as a pillow, and lay face down.
Okay.
So what Jamie's going to do is she's going to use the ground as feedback. Now sometimes people will use bands as feedback or wall as a feedback. So make your fist into a pillow. Now following the same steps, in the belly, in the chest, let it go. Jamie's going to use the ground, and it's going to actually trick her abdominals into firing a little more easily. If she gets control, if you have full control of your midsection, you're usually going to have a better workout. So, big breath in, fill up in your chest, in your belly, in your chest. Belly, in the chest. Cues you're thinking about in your head, in the belly, in the chest, let it go. This is crocodile breathing. What you're envisioning is your midsection expanding like a crocodile. Once the breathing gets up to about a count of 8, that's breathe in for 5, out for 5, in 6, out 6, all the way up to 8, which consequently is a 400-year-old outward. You have to have pretty strong core for that too. So let's take where you are right now, flip over on your back. Now I'm going to have you take this band, put it behind your
Check
neck.
in on my peeps, right? Seeing if they can hear. Oh yeah, they can hear.
So I'm going to have you take this band, put it behind your neck.
They don't have bands.
If you don't have a band, you can use your fingertips.
Did you hear that? If you don't have a band, you can use your fingertips.
You should repeat things, Jamie.
Pardon me?
Jamie, you might need to repeat things or else Walt needs to get closer because I can't always hear what he's saying.
Yeah, you need to
I'm
come
going
up.
to so,
He's gonna go out with the camera, guys.
Perfect.
so
Okay, I'm gonna do it with a band in case you have a band, and then you can do it with your fingertips.
good. So what Jamie's going to do is gently put the band behind your neck, just to remind your neck muscles to fire.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have a band, you can just use your fingertips for this. First step, I want you to tilt your head back and look at the street or look at the horizon. Good.
Oh, that feels good.
Second, tuck your chin into your collarbone. Good. Once it's in, then roll the shoulders up slightly. Yep. Now, curl up a little further and look at your belt buckle. Not even quite that high. And then tilt, bringing your right floating rib closer to your right hip bone.
Okay.
So
I
close.
mentioned that I don't follow verbal directions very well.
It's a great time to tell me. So right here,
Okay.
your rib and your hip, just bring them closer together.
Rib and hip closer together. Here we go.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep. And then back down again. And then back down again.
Go and then back down.
So I'm going to talk you through it. Look up, tuck your chin, roll your shoulder. Yep, that's right. Curl up and tilt. There you go. And back down again.
Guys.
Same thing in the other side. And what this is going to do, it's going to reset your connection from your shoulder to your hip. A lot of times it'll make people feel lighter, easier, breathe easier.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that a couple more times.
So this is a curl up and tilt. Again, your cues are look, tuck, roll the shoulders slightly, curl up, look at your belt buckle, tilt, bring the rib and hip closer together, and down.
Okay, awesome. Let's do that one more time, and then we'll move on to the rest of our practice. This is awesome. So here we go. Tilting up, tuck the chin, roll the shoulder, look at the belt buckle, and tilt. All right. So I'm going to be doing that again. What did you guys think of that?
And while I got you there, put your arms and your legs up.
We need to get going with the practice. Okay, how does that feel, everybody?
Like that.
Yeah, I like that last one a lot. I really like that last one.
Yeah, the one thing to think about is to watch carefully, don't let the shoulders elevate.
So we're gonna talk to Walt more after class if you want to come back or stick around. So we'll get more of him later. So let's move into our practice. Taking the head side to side, shaking the head no. The upside is we're gonna have less of hard work to do today. Shaking the head yes now. Last one. Ear to shoulder next, remembering to breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. Good. Big head circles next. Inhaling back. Exhaling down. Last one. And switching directions. Inhaling back. Exhaling down. Last one. Good. Big shoulder circles forward now. Sitting up tall, crown of the head lifting to the ceiling or the sky, and switching directions. Alternating shoulder circles forward now. And back. Last one. Good. Taking the hands out in front now. Right hand over left. Thumbs down. Clasp the hands and rotate inward. Almost nobody gets this the first try. Walt, you got it the first try. That's what happens when you're in the industry. And release, shaking that out. Let's do the other side. Arms out in front, left hand over right, thumbs down, clasp the hands, and rotate inward. Engaging the core now, tucking the tailbone. Perfect. Releasing that and slowly moving into table on all fours. So that palms are shoulder distance apart, knees are hip distance apart, cycling through cat and cow at your own pace. Inhaling cow, exhale cat. At your own pace, moving with your own breath. Last one here. Coming to flat back table now, fingertips point behind. Warming up the wrists now. Moving forward and back. If you want less of a stretch, taking the fingertips to the knees, closer to the knees, means less intensity. If you want more intensity, taking the fingertips away from the knees. Navel to spine. More here. Last one. Coming back to flat back table, anchoring through the core, inhaling, right hands lift, left leg, bird dog, reaching in two directions, fingertips reaching away from the body, sole of the foot reaching behind you, and release. Let's do the other side. Left hands up, right leg, hips square to the mat if that's available. You can come up higher with that leg if you want a little more work. And release. Pushing back to down dog. Pedaling the feet, maybe the head. Inhaling, stepping to the front of the mat. Half lift. No chest lift. You can support yourself on your shins if you want. Give yourself a break here. Exhale, fold, fold, fold. Letting the head hang long, maybe taking those feet hip distance apart. Crossing the arms at the elbow. Letting the torso lengthen. Inhaling here. Looking for space in the body. Exhaling, folding more breath. Anchoring through the soles of the feet now. Inhaling, reaching the fingertips up. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat, holding plank. So you see Walt is doing something a little different sometimes, so that's just letting you know it's your own practice. Be on your knees if you need. Exhaling, coming down, half push up. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling, right legs lift. Exhale, big step forward. Back foot 45. Coming up, warrior one. To your capacity. Tucking that navel to the spine. So this is me. I'm going to let go of my navel to the spine action. And you see I sway back. So coming back. Exhale, warrior two. Chest is square between your legs for warrior two. You'll see that better the second side. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmilling the arms down into plank. Holding here, coming down slowly into half push-up. If you need a break, just be in cobra today. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, big step forward, back foot 45, coming up, warrior one, second side. Get my feet here. Good break. Navel to spine. Exhale, warrior two. So you can see my chest is squared now between my legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, wiggle the arms down into plank. Push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Now, we're going to do that bird dog again. You can do bird dog just like we did, or you can come further with me. Inhale, right arms up, left leg. And squeeze, elbow to knee, and out. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, reach. It's actually an extra bird. We're working with this ground uneven. And last one. Release. Let's do the other side. Taking a moment to stabilize. Inhale, left hands lift. Right leg. Reaching in two directions. And squeezing together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Pushing back to down dog. We're going to do that sequence we just did one more time. So really feeling your own breath in this, working at your own pace this time around. Inhaling, right legs lift. Exhale, big step forward, back foot 45, coming up, warrior one. Looking good, Rachel. Exhale, warrior two. Not being afraid to work at your own pace. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmilling the hands down into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, big step forward, back to 45. Coming up. Warrior one, second side. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. So I'm holding each one for about 3 to 5 breaths, so you know if you want to switch it up for yourself. Exhale, windmilling the arms down into plank. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Half push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. On an inhalation, step or jump in front of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Taking that navel to spine, tucking the tailbone to your capacity. Staying here if you wish, or coming further, taking that right ankle over the thigh. Stabilizing through the core. And release. Let's do the other side. Taking a break when you need. Left ankle over the right thigh. Way to stay in there. And release. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. How's it going, Walt? Looking good over there. All right. Breathing here a moment. Inhaling, step or jump to the front of the mat. Half lift. Taking the hands to the shins. If you need a little support, or maybe the fingertips are on the ground. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking a step as wide as the mat now. We're gonna work on wide leg forward bend and then a chance to do headstand. If you can't do headstand or you're just halfway there or not at all, I'm gonna give you options, so stay with us. Coming down to your capacity. And when you're ready, grabbing the shins, ankles, maybe the sides of the feet. Letting the head hang long. Letting that lower back release here. Inhale. Looking for space in that lower back now. Exhaling. Holding deeper forward. I think somebody's trying to get back in. Oh, just a little comment. Thank you for the comment. Coming up now and reaching in a star. So that comment was somebody had to drop off, go back to work. So I just acknowledge everybody for taking a moment in their day for a little self-care, a happy hour yoga. We're gonna move into headstand now. So coming down, once again, taking the shoulders over the wrists. So you can hang out here, and if your wrists bother you, you can simply work on your wrists. And so I'll come back to you in a sec. I'll just give you one thing to work on until I come back, which is just taking the wrists gently back and forth. All right, so increasing that wrist mobility, and I'll be back around to you. So shoulders stacked over wrists, walking those hands back to come in line with the heels. So maybe you're working on that. If you can get your head to the mat, then maybe you're here. And if you want to come into headstand, then start lifting up here. So you can work on that. And I'm going to show you what to work on if you're not quite a headstand but want to try. So I'm going to turn. We're actually going to do what Walt is doing. So we're taking one leg. Go ahead, demonstrate, Walt. So we're going to take one leg and put it on the back of the tricep. I'll demonstrate. So we're here. Let's start here. We're going to take one leg and put it on the back of the tricep and back. So you see how this is really easy, right? You're fully stable. Or you can put both on the tricep and then start lifting up, okay? So I'm going to check on Rachel because she actually in 1 month, maybe 2, went from tripod like Walt into a full headstand. So Rachel's in her tripod, nice work. And now she's lifting up. Okay, that's awesome.
I was up. That was the longest. Look, Walt's up. Walt.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on. Let's see if I can get that on gallery view.
Missed Walt. I saw you, Walt.
What's that, Rachel?
Walt's been up. Walt was up and he was like standing up. Like
Hey,
all
we recorded you, Walt. Nice. We recorded Walt. Nice.
good.
So Rachel, if you talked while you did your headstand, we saw you.
Oh, I didn't talk while I was doing it.
We're gonna try one more time, everybody, with your headstand. If you get up into headstand, then say something, and then we'll see you. And then it'll be recorded for proof later. All right. So everybody can try their headstand. And if you're working on your wrists, another thing you can do is just start putting some pressure because you're trying to build up the strength in your wrists. Is one of the things you're trying to do to get into headstand or handstand or anything like that. So everybody, let's try headstand one more time. And I'm going to turn to the side actually and show you. So starting in wide leg forward bend, you're here, walking those hands towards the heels, taking the head down so you're forming a tripod. Hands are shoulder width apart. Starting to take one leg on the back of an arm and then the other.
Woo! Nope, it's gone.
Your dogs. And then begin to lift up. Squeezing through the core. Pretending you're in Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice, Walt, I see that. If you're still here, you want to try something else, coming down with the legs towards the mat. Hovering and lifting back up. Everybody coming down now. Whichever way works for you. I'll turn to space you again. Stacking those shoulders over the wrists. And coming up, hands free, or heel to the feet back together. And then we'll come back into our star. Reaching the fingertips here to the sky. Crown the head reaching to the sky. We're going to anchor through the core and step to the front of the mat. And exhale, mountain pose. Really nice work. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. We're going to take those knees wide apart, taking the hands between the legs. So here, we can practice stepping back, or if you're working on your crow, you can work on your crow. So if you're working on crow, you sit here, start with one leg on the back of an elbow, or a tricep, and then the other leg on the back of a tricep. So that one day, you can get both legs up. If you can get both legs up today, then you're gonna squeeze through the core so you can lift your body up, one day getting in handstand. So, We'll circle back to that. Everybody step or jump back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. At your own pace. As you can see, Walt is not doing exactly what I'm doing at every moment. That's why we have happy hour. You can see different perspective. Thanks, Walt. On an inhalation, step or jump to the front of the mat. Up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. We're gonna do that crow move again, giving you a chance to practice your crow and jump back out of crow. Just a fun thing to do on a Friday afternoon. Just do your best. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, chair. Tucking that tailbone. Opening the legs, taking the hands between the legs. So here you can just do whatever you need to do to get back into plank and vinyasa, or you can work on your crow. Work on getting that weight on your wrists. Maybe getting both feet up and then lifting through the core, jumping back. So you can work on that. Nice work. Really nice work here. And Rachel, way to go. Coming down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Taking a few steps to the middle of the mat. Coming down. Sitting on your mat. We have just a couple minutes. So we're going to do one stretch. And then we're going to play with one round of handstand to just try handstand 3 times at your own pace. I'll walk you through it. All right. Anchoring through the core. Inhaling, lifting the fingertips up, reaching at the top. Exhale, chest leans. Holding forward. Catching the shins, ankles, maybe the soles of the feet. So making sure that back is straight. So back is straight, and then melting the chest and head over the outstretched legs. Aiming the chin to the shin, keeping that back long. Inhaling here, looking for space in your body. Exhaling. Any tension you might find stored there. So if you're like Walt, where you can, how is it when you put your hands on your shins, when your back turned? So a lot of people, and especially guys, especially if you're athletic, they don't have a lot of stretch here. So you may be, as Walt is demonstrating, able to have a straight back with the hands on the shins, and that's really fine. Okay, so just working to your capacity. One more breath. Inhaling, looking for space in the body. Exhaling, folding deeper into the pose. Anchoring through the core now, inhaling, reaching the fingertips up and releasing. We're gonna work on our handstand as I promised. So don't worry, don't be scared. There's something for everybody. So I'm just gonna be on the grass, I think. Yeah, I'll be right here. So we're just gonna do little tuck jumps, right? So we're just gonna do this. So, all right, and then one day, getting a little higher. All right, so we're gonna do little tuck jumps. If that feels a little scary for you, you can also work on your crow, which is also an inversion. So just starting to get weight on the back of the leg, right? That's like one of your first inversions. If you want to work on handstand, I'm going to give you another thing to work on that's super easy for everybody. You're just going to be in down dog, and you're going to do not mat walks. So step forward as close as you can to your hands, and then walk back, so that you can get the feeling of having the hips come over the shoulders, so you can be more comfortable with that. I'm going to check on Rachel here. So she's doing tuck jumps, which when she first started, it was uncomfortable for her to get those hips up. And over time now, we're seeing her hips come further and further over. And always working to your capacity. Like, don't be scared. Don't push yourself further than you feel comfortable. So here's the tuck jump again. Or maybe it's here. Or maybe it's here, right? So just working on that. And if you want to work on full handstand, you probably have a wall somewhere. I'll demonstrate with this tree. I'm going to try to demonstrate with this tree. We'll see if it works. So you're going to be against the wall, and you're going to take your legs into an L shape on the wall, because that's really super easy and starts building shoulder strength. So you can work on that. I'm going to give you one more option. We're going to have another 60 seconds to try this, so whatever you want to do. And I'm going to show you handstand. Just checking here on my people. I think Rachel's going over to her wall. Okay, so if you're against the wall and you want to do a kick-up handstand, you can do a kick-up handstand near the wall. Or you could do a tuck handstand near the wall. Okay, so everybody, you have one more chance to try your handstand. Walt, do I demonstrate a handstand that you want to do today? This is one more. Walt's going to do the one last handstand however he wants. So Walt's choosing tuck jumping. Oh, did you see how much more his hips went up the second time? And I'm just checking on Rachel here, who's doing tuck jumps too. Okay, and now let's, oh, Rachel, that was awesome. Say something next time.
I know, I've got the slowing down up there, like you were saying.
Oh, yeah, I saw you slowing down. So what Rachel's talking about, and then we're going to finish our practice, is that when you're doing your tucks, what you're actually trying to do is like engage your core. You're zipping up through the core. That way you slow down your descent. So here, me not zipping up through the core. And then me zipping up through the core. So I guess you could get my lift in. All right. Thank you for playing handstand with me, so fun. And thanks for sharing that, Rachel. Let's all make our way back to our mat. Really great work today. Cannot be complete without a little ab work, right? Okay, so we're gonna lay down on our mats. And just for timing, we only have to do 3 V-sits today with a hollow hold, which looks like this. Sitting up, you could be supporting yourself in your boat, or you could be in boat like this, or you could have your knees bent, and then you're just gonna hollow hold, and then come back up into your boat. So we'll all start laying on our mats, inhaling up boat, your version of boat. Coming down, hollow hold. Work to your capacity, modify if you need. Especially if you're not used to boat, it's kind of difficult. And hollow hold. And up to boat. See? Like he probably hasn't done them in a while because he's a performance coach. Maybe not always having time to do his V-sits. Okay, I might be totally wrong. And release. Really great work. One more. We're gonna come into table. This is just for fun. Don't worry about how you look because I'm not sure how I'm gonna look for this. We're gonna be like little crab kicks, crab walk. So here we go. Right hand touches the left leg for 1. And so really, you can laugh at me over there. We're gonna do 2 more, okay? So 2 more rounds. Right hand kicks the left leg. This is a 6-pack ab move. Left hand touches the right leg. Oh, I feel that. Okay, last one, guys. Taking that right hand, kicking the left leg, and last one. Left hand, kicking the right leg. Really nice work. Like I said at the beginning, do what you can. Stop when you're not having fun. It's all good. Lying down on the mat now. Bringing the knees to the chest. Giving yourself a hug for the self-care this afternoon, the movement. Giving yourself some peace of mind and connecting with us this afternoon. Releasing one leg gently to the mat. Squeezing the other leg along the side body. Gently releasing that leg to the mat. Bringing the other leg along the side body. Giving that leg a squeeze. A little love over on this side. Gently releasing that leg away from the body. Doing anything else you need to do this afternoon to make yourself comfortable, whatever stretch feels good for you right now. Maybe a little leg side to side. Maybe a little happy baby. Maybe some rock and roll feels good. A little rock and roll in here. And when you're ready, slowly make your way into Shavasana. In any comfortable position for you this afternoon, this evening, beautiful afternoon, evening. Slowly making your way out of Shavasana now. At your own pace. We're going to do a little meditation to seal our practice and walk away with peace of mind. You can remain in Shavasana for your meditation, lying down, or you can have a seat, be seated with me and Walt. Closing the eyes. Letting your practice melt away. Letting the week melt away. And focusing on the breath. Watching the breath as it rises and falls. Without forcing it to rise or fall. Simply observing. Maybe you have a mantra you're working on. Repeating that mantra to yourself now. My mantra for today: I manifest every desire easily and effortlessly. I manifest my every desire easily and effortlessly. Slowly opening the eyes now. Coming back to your day, your evening. Taking the hands together in prayer. Bow to yourself, the greatest teacher. Thank you for joining me and in community. Thank you all for joining us. And all of you, namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, Rachel. Could you hear? How was that for you?
Good, yeah. Well, it's hard to hear when you're outside, but I can still hear.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for playing along today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks,
Have a
Walt.
good weekend.
Thanks. Bye, Walt.
I can reach out. Can Rachel?
So cool to have you there.
What's that?
So cool to have you there. Like the full Walt.
Did it.
And you guys just met, right? I mean, like in person.
Yeah, I know. It's the first time I've met him in person.
I know, that's so cool.
I know he looks the same.
Yep, yep.
FYI.
Well, I can't wait till we can all be together and practice.
Just like on
Me
TV.
too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.